Challenges in poultry farming or rearing of broilers, because that is what we'll be discussing today, is one thing that most farmers, don't really like, and they don't really, find it funny because of the challenges that are associated with broiler farming. If you are the type that do rear broiler beds, you will understand with me that there are challenges that are surrounding this, sensitive bird, and that is what we'll be discussing today. Hello, this is Farm-Based channel where we discuss everything about poultry farming and agriculture in general. If you are coming across my video for the very first time, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel and give me your support, by pressing the notification button, and each time I drop a video, you will be the first to be notified. And I want you to also watch my video to the end and give it a thumbs up so that you will support this channel, and I will be so grateful. Okay, we will be discussing about challenges that broiler birds undergo, and also how to tackle them. Okay, one of the challenges that broiler birds do have is disease challenge. All right, and this disease challenge is has to do with viral pathogens, and the viral pathogens, they interact with the environment where your birds do stay. I said in one of my videos that make sure you make the environment that your birds will stay, or where they will stay, throughout a section, make it comfortable for them. All right, make sure that the environment or the pen, be it the brooding pen, be it where you rear them, make sure it's free from pathogens, free from diseases, free from any kind of infection that will harm them. Okay, and another one is muddy food. Okay, this muddy food contains fungi that are toxic for your birds. When you give your birds muddy food that are not good, it will make them to reduce in their growth, when they are rising up from a tender age. So make sure that their feed is free from fungi, free from anything that will tamper with their growth as they start from day one and start speeding up their growth, their growing. Make sure that nothing in that feed will tamper their growth. Now another one is discomfort challenges. Okay, and this brings us to lameness. Okay, when you are a farmer, or if you're a poultry farmer, you will notice that sometimes the birds that comes to your farm, sometimes you see the ones that are lame inside of them, they will be having leg issue. Okay, and most of the times this lameness comes from the parent stock. That is genetic. It comes from the parent stock that transferred it down to the baby chicks. And sometimes again it comes from nutrition. That is why it is required that you should give your birds good feed that have the total nutritional nutrient inside of them, so that your birds will not be lacking any kind of nutrition or any kind of nutrient in their feed. So make sure you start with them a feed that is packed with a lot of nutrient inside. And another one again is infection. Infection can make your birds to have a lameness. Okay, so when your birds are being infected, maybe for example they are having this foot pad dermatitis, is going to affect the growth of that your bird, is going to affect the comfort of that your bird. So make sure that your bird is free from infection. Another one is management. Okay, when you don't manage your birds properly, if you leave them in an dirty environment, is going to make them to develop a lot of problems with their leg. Even if the environment is clean, make sure that the beddings is free from any kind of water that will make that place not to be slippery for your birds. These birds can easily have open legs. All right, the slippery floor can easily make them to have a difficulty in walking. And again, one of this challenge of discomfort challenge is when your birds do have a heart failure. Okay, because of the tendency of broiler birds, they grow very fast, and so they mostly have a heart failure because their weights, their hearts cannot carry their weights. Okay, these are the challenges that they suffer, discomforting challenges that they suffer. And another one again is heat stress. Well, now we're the weather have changed and we're in heat season. It makes your birds to be very, very discomforted. comfortable. They don't really like it. You see that they pant a lot, and that is why it's advisable that you give them cold water, and change their water all the time. Make the water to be very cool, to suit them when they drink it, because once the water is hot, they will not be able to drink that water, and it's going to be a loss for you. I hope you understand that. Now, other challenges are poor growth. Okay, if you are into broiler farming, you should know that poor growth should not be in your agenda at all, because once your bird suffers poor growth, I'm telling you, it's a disaster for your investment. Okay, so once your birds comes to your farm, in fact, before they come to your farm, make sure you get the right or the right chick from a reputable source, and make sure you check your birds very well. Know if they are very active and if they are very agile. Not that you bring birds that are looking sicky from day old. I am telling you, you're going to suffer, poor growth in your farm. And the last one on our list today is going to be the, feed wastage and feed deprivation. Okay, one thing in farming, as in poultry farming, there is wastage in your feed. If there's wastage in your feed, it's going to be a loss for you. Okay, most farmers, you will see them that they will be counting bags of feed that their birds are consuming, but at the end of the day, you will see that these birds actually wasted the feed. How? They will eat the feed. One of the way they waste the feed, you see that they will be picking the feed and then be scattering the feed and be pouring it on the ground, and this farmer will just be counting that the feed that their birds are consumed is so number, while it is not so. That is not the actual number, because your birds have been wasting your feed. And another one again is when your birds are eating your feed and then they are using it to generate heat for themselves. Okay, that is feed wastage. So that is why when you are brooding your bird, make sure you give them the right temperature. Make sure their brooding house is very, very comfortable, that as they eat the feed, they can move around. They will not, at the end of the day, eating your feed and using it to generate heat for themselves. Rather, as they are eating and you have given them, the right and comfortable brooding pen, they will eat that feed and use it to convert it to money for you. And another one again, when you deprive your birds of feed, sometimes when you go to some poultry farm, when you go there, you will discover that their feeder is not having feed, and you'll be like wondering, why is it that your bird are not eating? Why is it that there's no food? They will tell you that they've just finished eating, but they will be telling you that this bird is 7 weeks, this bird is 8 weeks, and when you look at that bird, you will not notice that that bird actually is suffering from feed deprivation, because you are depriving them of eating food. You will just give them little quantity and expect that bird to do magic overnight to grow, adding weight for you. It is not done like that. In poultry farming, it's garbage in, garbage out. What you give is what you will get at a return. Okay, whatever you give in this broiler business is what you will get. Okay, you don't expect to give little food and then get massive weight. No, it's not done that way. But now we are going to be talking about tackling these challenges. Now, number one of you tackling these challenges is that getting a right chick from a right source. Okay, don't get your birds on the roadside distributors. It's better you get it from direct from the hatchery, or you get it from a trusted vendor. Okay, and another one again is making the environment of your birds to be comfortable and be free from infection, free from disease. Let your birds come to your pen, and relax and give you what you want at the end of the day. And another one again is making sure the beddings of your birds is free from water, is free, because once water pours in the beddings of your birds, it's a room for them to, it's a room for microorganisms to start germinating, to start, affecting your birds. And these microorganisms, when they start germinating, they can remain there, and then when your birds go and lie on that area, birds, they love cool area. Once your birds go and lie in that area and they lie with their chest, these microorganisms find their way into the skin of your birds, and thereby start causing infection unknown to you, and gradually it will just be destroying them. All right, so make sure that their beddings are dried at all times, and also change their beddings all the time. Make their beddings to be clean and be free from germs. When you change the beddings of your birds, it makes them to look white. Okay, when you see dirty beds, it means that the pen where those birds are staying is is very, very dirty. They don't change their beddings. And another one again, give them medication, whether synthetic or organic medication. Give them, adequate medication, and always check the eyes of your birds, check their breathing, check their legs, check everything about their comb. Sometimes when your bird wants to give up, sometimes it shows in their comb and even in their eyes. So be very, very observant if you want to, be so successful in this poultry, the broiler business. So, and the last one you should do is that give your birds good management. Let there be good management, and let there be biosecurity. Biosecurity, in fact, it should be your number one priority. Biosecurity. If your biosecurity is not tight, your pets definitely, they will have an infection. Okay, I hope this video is very helpful to you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a thumbs up, and also like and share and comment, and make this channel to grow. See you in my next one. Bye for now.